Acer's always laid claim to the thinnest, lightest laptops, and this is the thinnest and lightest of them all. This is the Acer Swift 7, and it's been upgraded for 2019. Now you might expect, or you might ask, how could a thin and light laptop like the 2018 model be upgraded to actually become thinner and lighter? Well, it's actually just a tad thicker, which is forgivable because we're talking about just a sliver here, but it's actually substantially lighter. It's almost like a third of a pound lighter. It comes in at 2.2 pounds.
Yikes.
And boy, this thing is a pleasure to hold. Just check how thin this thing is. If you look at it from the side, it almost disappears. And what they've done for the 2019 model is they've actually increased the screen size. Now you may recall from looking at the previous Swift 7 that the bezel actually took up kind of a hefty chunk of it. Now the bezel has almost disappeared. There's a 92% screen to body ratio here, and it just looks fantastic. There's really no black space around the screen, and that actually has meant that the webcam has moved to the keyboard. There is actually the pop-up webcam. Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
Exactly. It's typical of some other devices as well, and here it also makes an appearance.
Nice.
Let's put that back down. Now, elsewhere on the device, there are a couple of Thunderbolt ports. Barely, it's fascinating because normally USB Type A is sort of the limiting factor here, but you can see the Thunderbolt ports just barely squeak in, and in fact, if you look at the front of the device, it's even thinner. So it's kind of amazing how thin this particular device is. Now, the device itself is $16.99. It will ship in May, and it actually has Intel's Whiskey Lake chip inside of it. It has Intel's Amber Lake chip inside of it. That's the Y series parts. That's the even lower power parts. It's 1.5 gigahertz Core i7 8500Y, and there's a couple of models. It'll actually have from 8 to 16 gigs of low power DDR3, 256 to 512 gigabytes of PCI Express SSD. Now there's one other thing that may not make a difference to you, but it makes a difference to me. One of the things I really disliked about the previous Swift 7 was the trackpad. It was not a clickable trackpad. It meant you had to sort of memorize all these sort of weird shortcuts and so forth to click on things. Now there's actually a click pad. It's still a little bit sensitive. It doesn't click all the way up top, but most elsewhere it does, and let me tell you, as somebody who typed his review on the original Swift 7, the clickable trackpad is a huge bonus.
Nice.
It is. So that's the Swift 7. We're going to have more from Acer here at CES 2019, so continue looking at PCWorld.com, and as well as keep clear browser pointed to PC World's YouTube channel. Thank you.